The world is not as it seems. Behind the facade of normality, a darker truth lurks. Whispers of ancient rituals and forbidden knowledge echo through the corridors of power. They hint at a hidden world where the elite few manipulate the destinies of the many. This is the realm of ceremonial magic, where the veil between our world and the unseen realm is thinnest. For centuries, rumours have persisted of secret societies and powerful individuals who practice the dark arts. These are not mere tales to frighten children, but echoes of a terrifying truth that has been suppressed for too long. The pursuit of power knows no bounds, and for those who seek ultimate control, dabbling in the occult is a tantalizing temptation. From the shadows, they watch and they manipulate. They wield power, not through armies or elections, but through the manipulation of unseen forces. Their rituals are shrouded in secrecy, hidden from the prying eyes of the masses. Yet, the whispers persist. They tell of blood sacrifices, of pacts made with entities from beyond, and of ancient knowledge that can warp the very fabric of reality. But these whispers are not enough. We must delve deeper, beyond the shadows of doubt and denial, to uncover the truth about the elite and their dark practices. Only then can we hope to break free from their control and reclaim our destiny. Magic, the very word, evokes a sense of mystery and danger. It is a force that can be used for good or evil, to heal or to harm. This duality is at the heart of all magic, and it is reflected in the two paths that practitioners can choose: white magic and black magic. White magic is the path of light. It is driven by compassion, empathy, and a desire to help others. Those who walk this path seek to harness the power of the universe for healing, protection, and enlightenment. They understand that true power lies in service to others and in living in harmony with the natural order. Black magic, on the other hand, is the path of darkness. It is fueled by ego, greed, and a lust for power over others. Black magicians seek to bend the forces of the universe to their will, regardless of the cost. They make pacts with malevolent entities, perform blood sacrifices, and engage in other depraved acts in their quest for ultimate power. The line between white magic and black magic can be blurry, and even those with good intentions can be tempted by the allure of the dark side. But one thing is certain: the path of black magic is a dangerous one, fraught with peril for both the practitioner and the world around them. The world of politics and finance is often seen as a game of chess, with powerful players making calculated moves to outmaneuver their opponents. But what if there was more to the game than meets the eye? What if the real power plays were happening not in boardrooms and parliaments, but in hidden chambers where the elite gather to perform their dark rituals? There is a growing body of evidence that suggests that some of the world's most powerful individuals are deeply involved in the occult. From the Bohemian Grove to the Bilderberg Group, secret societies with ties to the elite have long been accused of engaging in ritualistic behaviour. These accusations range from the bizarre to the downright disturbing, but they all point to a hidden world where the lines between power, wealth, and the occult are blurred. One of the most well-known examples of alleged elite occultism is the case of John Podesta, former chairman of Hillary Clinton's 2016 presidential campaign. Leaked emails revealed that Podesta had been invited to a spirit cooking dinner hosted by performance artist Marina Abramovich. The event, which involved using blood and other bodily fluids in a ritualistic manner, sparked outrage and speculation about the true nature of Podesta's involvement. While the mainstream media was quick to dismiss the spirit cooking incident as nothing more than performance art, many people believe that it was a glimpse into the dark underbelly of elite occultism. They point to the fact that Abramovich's work often incorporates themes of ritual sacrifice and blood magic, and that she has openly spoken about the occult significance of her art. Belief is a powerful force. It can shape our perceptions, influence our actions, and ultimately create our reality. This is why the elite go to such great lengths to control the narrative and shape the beliefs of the masses. They understand that if they can control what people believe, they can control the world. One of the ways in which the elite control belief is through the suppression of information. They use their influence over the media, education system, and other institutions to censor or discredit any information that challenges their worldview. This is why it is so difficult to find reliable information about the occult practices of the elite. The truth is out there, but it is buried beneath layers of disinformation and propaganda. Another way in which the elite control belief is through the manipulation of symbols. They understand that symbols can be used to evoke emotional responses and bypass critical thinking. This is why they use occult symbology in their rituals, their architecture, and even their corporate logos. These symbols act as subliminal messages, programming the subconscious mind to accept their authority and their agenda. The elite also use fear to control belief. They know that when people are afraid, they are more likely to surrender their power and conform to authority. This is why they constantly bombard us with messages of fear and scarcity, whether it's the threat of terrorism, economic collapse, or environmental disaster. If you closely look and critique the way the mainstream media and politicians pushed fear to the masses in 2020, you can see how easy it was to manipulate people. It is like they were putting populations under a spell. By keeping us in a state of fear, they make us more susceptible to their control. Our perception of reality is actually very limited. We see the world through the filter of our beliefs, our experiences, and our programming. This filter acts like a veil, preventing us from seeing the world as it truly is. And as long as we remain trapped behind this veil, we are, unfortunately, vulnerable to manipulation by those who seek to control us. The elite understand this, and they use it to their advantage. They know that by controlling the information we receive, the symbols we are exposed to, and the beliefs we hold, they can effectively control our perception of reality. They can make us believe that up is down, black is white, and wrong is right. This manipulation of perception is evident in every aspect of our lives. From the news we consume to the products we buy, we are constantly being bombarded with messages designed to shape our thoughts, beliefs, and behaviours. We are living in a matrix of manufactured consent, where our very perception of reality is being controlled by a hidden hand. But the veil of perception is not impenetrable. We have the power to see through the illusions and awaken to the truth. By questioning everything we have been taught, by seeking out alternative sources of information, and by trusting our own intuition, we can begin to break free from the matrix and reclaim our sovereignty. The roots of elite occultism run deep. They can be traced back through history to ancient civilizations like Sumer, Babylon, and Egypt. These civilizations possessed advanced knowledge of astronomy, mathematics, and spirituality, but they also understood the darker side of the occult and the dangers of making pacts with entities from other realms. According to ancient texts, some of these civilizations made pacts with powerful entities in exchange for knowledge and power. These pacts often involved blood, sacrifices, and other forms of ritualistic behavior. The entities that they made pacts with were not benevolent gods, but rather interdimensional beings with their agendas. These ancient pacts have echoed down through the ages, influencing secret societies and occult orders throughout history. The Knights Templar, the Rosicrucians, and the Freemasons have all been linked to ancient occult traditions. While these organizations may have started with noble intentions, they eventually became corrupted by the lust for power and the influence of the entities they had made pacts with. The elite of today are the inheritors of this ancient occult legacy. They are the descendants of the bloodlines that made pacts with these entities centuries ago, and they continue to uphold their end of the bargain, performing rituals and making sacrifices to maintain their power and influence. Symbols are the language of the subconscious mind. They can bypass our rational thinking and tap directly into our deepest fears and desires. This is why the elite use symbols so extensively in their rituals, their architecture, and their media. These symbols act as subliminal messages, programming the masses to accept their authority and their agenda. One of the most common symbols used by the elite is the pyramid. The pyramid is a symbol of hierarchy, with the elite at the top and the masses at the bottom. It is also a symbol of control, representing the elite's desire to control every aspect of our lives. The pyramid can be found everywhere, from the dollar bill to the corporate logos of some of the world's most powerful companies. Another common symbol is the all-seeing eye. This symbol, which can be found on the back of the dollar bill, represents the elite's surveillance and control over the masses. It is a reminder that they are always watching, always listening, and always in control. The obelisk is another powerful symbol used by the elite. The obelisk is a phallic symbol representing male dominance and power. Obelisks can be found in cities all over the world, often placed in prominent locations such as public squares and government buildings. They are a constant reminder of the elite's power and authority. These are just a few examples of the many symbols that the elite use to control the masses. By understanding the meaning of these symbols, we can begin to break free from their subliminal programming and reclaim our power. There is an unseen hand, and it is time that we started looking more closely at this. The truth about the elite and their occult practices is often hidden in plain sight. It is hidden in the symbols that surround us, in the news stories that we consume, and in the very fabric of our society. But the truth is there for those who are willing to see it. Awakening to the unseen requires us to question everything we have been taught. It requires us to look beyond the mainstream narrative and seek out alternative sources of information. It requires us to trust our intuition and to follow the trail of evidence wherever it may lead. The awakening process can be challenging. It can be difficult to accept that the world is not as it seems, and that those in positions of power may not have our best interests at heart. But it is only by facing the truth, no matter how uncomfortable it may be, that we can hope to create a better world. There are many resources available to help us on our journey of awakening. There are books, websites, documentaries, and even support groups dedicated to exposing the truth about the elite and their occult practices. By educating ourselves and connecting with others who are on the same path, we can empower ourselves to break free from the matrix of control. The battle for our reality is being fought on the battlefield of the mind. The elite understand this, and they have been waging a psychological war against us for centuries. They have used their control over the media, the education system, and other institutions to shape our thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors. But we are not powerless. We have the power to reclaim our minds, our bodies, and our world. We can break free from the matrix of control and create a new reality based on truth, love, and freedom. The first step is to become aware of the manipulation. Once we see the strings that are being used to control us, we can begin to cut them. We can start by questioning everything we have been taught, by seeking out alternative sources of information, and by trusting our own intuition. The next step is to take back our power. We have given our power away to authority figures, to institutions, and to the elite. It is time to reclaim our sovereignty and start making our own choices. We can do this by educating ourselves, by connecting with like-minded individuals, and by taking action to create the world we want to see. The battle for our reality will not be easy. The elite will not give up their power willingly. But we are many, and they are few. By uniting our consciousness and standing together, we can overcome any obstacle and create a world where everyone is free to live in truth, love, and abundance. Thank you for listening to this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. There is so much more information that could have been added to this video, but I intended to keep it as short as possible. Please do use the comments below if you know of any stories or rituals that the so-called elite have used to gain advantage. If you are enjoying these videos, please do subscribe, share and like, as it inspires me to create more.